Well, he's the man behind Spokane restaurants like Sante, Inland Pacific Kitchen, and Hogwash. Now, Chef Jeremy Hansen is becoming known for his humanitarian efforts.
Chef Hansen spent most of November in Puerto Rico helping to feed Americans left hungry and without power in the wake of Hurricane Maria. He boarded a plane back to Puerto Rico this morning. Why? Because more than 100 days after Hurricane Maria, about half of the island, or about 1.5 million people, still without power.
Before he left, I spent some time with the chef and learned he was really impacted by that first trip, which is why he's going back. Chef Jeremy Hansen is back cooking in the comfort of his Inland Pacific kitchen.
It's like a chicken stew.
He's whipping up a dish that at this point he could make with his eyes closed.
The cool thing is you can make it on a large scale.
He knows because he made it on a massive scale, practically the entire month of November.
How many meals we have here?
This is going to be about 650.
Jeremy and fellow Spokane chef Aaron Robertson volunteered with relief group World Central Kitchen, spearheaded by celebrity chef Jose Andres. The Spokane duo was deployed to the mountain region of Utuado, Puerto Rico, a place that had seen little relief.
They were really wanted to get help up there, or people fed up there, but for some reason they couldn't do it.
FEMA had gotten a bit of food there in the weeks prior, but Jeremy and many others described those meals as more like snacks of mostly junk food.
Even the people that were handing food out and giving it out and helping were like, oh man, there's not very many nutrients.
So there, in a sweltering school kitchen, the Spokane duo, with an assist by a couple of women from Puerto Rico, set about to finally bring people something nutritious and hot. Every day for 3 weeks, they turned out tens of thousands of meals for hungry Americans.
Were you exhausted?
Oh yeah. Well, you're sitting there like, I mean, it's humid, it's hot. Like my shirt was like dripping, like sweat, like.
While the conditions may not have been ideal, the opportunity to make a difference was.
It was really heartbreaking in a lot of ways, though, kind of seeing some of these people, like how hungry they are.
They were rendered hungry by Hurricane Maria and her 150-mile-per-hour winds back on September 20th. The result, a catastrophic humanitarian crisis for 3.4 U.S. citizens that has lingered for months.
Ponce is pretty crushed, Recon is destroyed.
90% of homes damaged, roads impassable, and the power grid obliterated.
So these are what the streets look like. Total darkness.
Jeremy says light was most often accompanied by the jarring hum of a generator.
Nobody in the homes had power. I think maybe a couple houses, but out of thousands of houses, that's like nothing. There's no way to cook. All of the local farms were devastated.
So people who were fairly self-sufficient were suddenly in great need.
Everybody grows their own vegetables. Everybody has their own little, some farms, like everybody has yards that they grow food in. But everything was stripped away.
That's why when Jeremy arrived in early November, people were ecstatic.
They couldn't believe it, actually. I don't know, they were just really welcoming and thankful.
For 3 weeks, the typical day brought an atypical amount of work.
4,500 meals in an 8-hour period.
But that work has never been more rewarding.
I hope that in other places in the world, when stuff like this happens, people can remain positive and friendly, just like what's happening here.
Not a single person complained about anything.
Jeremy returned to Spokane changed by people he feels took nothing for granted.
And now, like when I'm back now, I hear people complain about just whatever, you know, a red light or being late or whatever. It's like, there's no sense. Like, you're fine. Even myself, I mean, I was, complaining about stupid stuff.
In that way, Jeremy believes the people of Puerto Rico gave him more than he gave them.
I don't know, there's something about it that just grabs you by the heart, I think, and once you do it, it's like you can't, I don't want to stop, I want to keep doing this.
So when Jeremy says he wants to keep doing this, that's a nod to humanitarian work he'd like to start locally. He wants to start something called 509 Cooks to help people in crisis. So while he's in Puerto Rico now for the next 3 weeks, Jeremy will be helping cook for people there, but also learning a bit more about relief work in the hope of starting a relief organization of his own.
I mean, wow. And to be able to provide something so tangible like food that people obviously need so badly, what a great deal.
Yeah, hats off to him. He's amazing.
Well done.